Oh, Richard Southern.
Avery, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Should we talk about the business before we talk about the business?
Yeah, we got something to talk about, but let's get to the topics du jour, shall we?
Let's do that. So NAFTA on the brink of collapse.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump has repeatedly threatened to do away with the North American Free Trade Agreement, and of course, that's seen as very bad news for Canada, because NAFTA is very critical when it comes to economic growth here in the country. It begs the question, what exactly would happen really if the agreement goes away? I just off the phone with Ian Lee, professor at the Sprott School of Business. I asked him just what exactly would go down if we lost NAFTA.
It would be devastating. In plain English, what would happen is the Canadian dollar, would decline precipitously against the U.S. dollar. The second effect would be that the share prices of those companies that are exporting to the United States would decline precipitously as well.
Would it cause a recession, do you think?
If we didn't come to an agreement very quickly, I think it would significantly increase the likelihood of a recession.
So it would be, be a big deal, Avery,
Wow.
if it did fall apart. And of course, there would have to be maybe some bilateral trade agreement put in place between Canada and the U.S. And they say everything would cost more if it went away. Everything from groceries to cars would cost us more. So we'll see what happens with those negotiations.
Lots of ripple effects on that one. What the heck is going on with Equifax? The website has been hacked again.
That's what it was reported, and we've just got some new information here in on this. But Equifax earlier in the day had taken down part of its website amid reports that it had been hacked again. Just got word from the credit monitoring agency. It's claiming now, no, it wasn't hacked today, but nonetheless, the stock fell almost 3%. And of course, the news came after Equifax continues to deal with the aftermath of a major cyber breach that allowed the personal information of 145 million Americans and some 8,000 Canadians to be accessed or stolen. So bottom line, more bad news, I think, one way or another for Equifax, Avery.
I just feel so badly for people who are trying to rent in the city, especially just the cost of rentals. The cost of renting a condo is going sky high again.
Sure is, because it's hard to find, standalone rental buildings. So this is a popular way now for people to make money and for, people to find a place to live. The average condo rental price up 10.3%, or $232 over the last year. Right now, to rent an average condo about the size of 143 square feet costs just over $2,200 a month. This is despite Ontario's expanded rent control rules, which went into effect. Heard from Ryerson today, Ryerson City Building Institute. They said that Toronto needs 8,000 new rental units a year, more than 4 times the current number it's building, to keep up with demand. So as you say, tough right now if you're looking to rent or even to buy in the city.
Yeah, this is great news, this next story. This brewery creating those little 6-pack rings that come with the beer, but instead of it being plastic, it's edible, so wildlife safe for them.
Absolutely. Wildlife like turtles, they could actually munch away and eat these rings, and that's because they're made out of some of the byproducts that come from making beer, like barley and what have you.
So great.
Isn't that great? It's an Ottawa, rather a Florida-based company that's developed this. Even if you cut the rings on those plastic containers, Avery, wildlife can still eat the plastic bits, and it's not good. So this is a great way to sort of help that situation.
Yeah, we've all seen those terrible videos of animals with their heads caught in the little ring. So I love that. Great invention. Are you a fan of mustard?
I love mustard. I never used to, but now I really like it. What about you?
I love it's a French mustard, moutarde de Meaux. It's very grainy. I love it, but it's about to cost a little bit more money.
Yeah, it is, and it already is the wholesale price. This is, Canada is actually the world's biggest grower of mustard seeds, and the problem.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, of course we are. Yeah.
Yeah, Canada absolutely dominates the mustard market. This year, though, drought in the southern prairie provinces cut the harvest of all mustard crop varieties by half. And as a result, the price specifically of brown mustard seeds going sharply higher in the used brown mustard in Dijon and Grey Poupon. Prices already jumped by a third, and it's expected to continue to go higher. Canada exported $124 million of all mustard seeds last year.
That tells you how disconnected I am from my food. I don't think of mustard seed as actually ever turning into the stuff that you put on your hot dog.
I know, it's amazing. Avery, before we go, I hate to do this. It's sad news, but you are, in fact, leaving us here at City News. This is your last day.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you, because the Avery Haynes you see on TV is the Avery Haynes in person. She's a lovely person, kind to me when she didn't even know me, didn't even have to be. And, of course, the type of stories and the journalism that you brought to the station, just unparalleled. Avery, we're going to miss you.
Richard, I have to say I'm so glad that I actually asked, can I please on my last day here get a chance to hang out with Richard a little bit during business. I think that you, not the Mutual Admiration Society, you have a great way of making business relevant to all kinds of people, bringing in the funny stuff as well. Your transference from radio ability to television ability, I just think you're such a fantastic asset. And I am really, really, really going to miss our chats together.
I know our viewers are as well. But Avery, thanks for the memories.
Thank
all the
you
best.
so
We're gonna
much.
miss you.
And I'll be watching you. And, you know, Fran and I are talking a little bit more about my decision to leave a little bit later in the show.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Richard, and the best, best, best of everything to you.
Thanks. All the best, Avery.